It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning AFC champs and the Colts on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. And CD, this is a passing league. I don't think you would argue that thought. But our ball game here features a couple of teams with strong offensive lines that really like to work the ground game.
And you and I have both heard from different people in the league who's saying that it's becoming a little bit of a lost art in the NFL, the ability to run the football. And we've heard from defensive coordinators who tell us that they play the pass first. That's not something you normally hear. But these two offenses, they're true to who they are. Both ranked in the top 5 in terms of rushing yardage. I think they're both going to use those massive offensive lines.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
A first down throw for Winston. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down. His son back on second.
Talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, up over 130 yards, and a touchdown. And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game. Now a throw here to his running back. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He'll check this down to Hines. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Winston. flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a give to Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down, Winston. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. From the gun, Winston. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield and create extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quiddy Pay
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd down, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Flushed out right.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Third and goal, Jackson rolling to his left. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Big hold of the 30.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs. Tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Following the interception, Winston.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Winston.
And going right back to Pittman.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Winston. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
On second down, it's Taylor, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Got a man complete, it's Taylor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Hines. Dances by at the 20. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Here's Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. They go play action with Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Jackson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson. And, CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ballgame.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. his second touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann? It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays, Terry Bradshaw.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, check back, back six.
Again, it's Winston.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play fake. Winston. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
The Ravens on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They'll run with Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Ravens on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Ravens are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, check.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the move to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Ravens, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.